Hello gamers, and welcome to Blazing Deserts, the new DLC for Battle Brothers, one of the best games ever made. In this video I just quickly want to show you the Retinue. I've progressed far enough in the campaign so that I can actually see them. I can't recruit them yet, so we'll just go through them. Basically how it works, you need a renown in order to unlock these seats. So now I'm recognized 290 renown. I can recruit someone because the requirement is 250. For this one it's 750, 1400, 2250 and 3350. But then you can't just recruit them because you need money, and there are requirements. We'll just go over all of them right now, so you have an idea what you can recruit. The Scavenger. Whether the son of one of your men or an urchin you took pity on, the Scavenger pulls his weight by collecting bits and pieces from every battlefield. So that's like the flavor text, and then they always give you certain buffs, and you can recruit up to 5 at the same time. So you need to make decisions and see what fits your playstyle best or your current company. So you need to make hard choices. And maybe even swap them during the course of a campaign. So, well, the Scavenger recovers a part of all ammo you use during battle. That's pretty cool, because it ultimately saves you money. He also recovers tools and supplies from every armor destroyed by you during battle. Also very good. So, in particular, if you have lots of characters, so their armor gets destroyed, you get some stuff back. And also, if you have lots of archers, it's also good. Or lots of ranged weapons. Requirements: have a heart. You know, because you have have to have pity for that guy. But he's quite costly. 3,000 coins. The hiring fee will be paid immediately on hiring a man for signing up and proving you can back up your words with coin. I'm not sure if you have to pay him on a weekly basis or daily basis. Then we've got the Cook. This is actually the first female character you can recruit. A good warm meal goes a long way towards healing body and mind. The Cook makes sure that no provisions go to waste and provides the men with invigorating meals. He makes all provisions last 3 extra days, which is cool for exploring. Increases hit point healing rate by 33%, which is also good when you're in the field, because you need to rest less, so it's kind of saving money as well. In order to be able to recruit her, you need to have 8 different types of provisions in your stash. Then we've got the Minstrel. A good song and story play a large part in creating the reputation of a company. The Minstrel is a master of these crafts and will help to spread the word about your deeds to all ears, willing to hear them or not. Makes you earn 10% more renown with every action. That's not bad, because that helps you get better contracts. Makes tavern rumors more likely to contain useful information. That's also good. And you need to visit 19 settlements for that. Maybe that's like basically all settlements on the map, possibly. Then we've got the Alchemist. The Alchemist is knowledgeable in crafting all kinds of mysterious contraptions and concoctions from exotic ingredients when given access to taxidermist equipment, and uses less material to do so. He has a 25% chance of not consuming any crafting component used by you, which is really good. So you still need to go to the taxidermist, obviously. Then he also unlocks snake oil recipe to earn money by crafting from various low-tier components, which is also pretty cool. And you need, in order to be able to recruit him, you need to craft 15 items at the taxidermist. You get stuff to craft with from monsters, basically, or beasts. And it costs 2,500 upfront. Then we've got the Brigand. The Brigand may be old and weak now, but at one point his name was feared across the land. In exchange for a hot meal, he happily shares with you what he learns from his contacts about caravans on the road. Makes you see the position of some caravans at all times, and even if outside your sight radius. That's pretty cool, and you have to have raided 4 caravans. He costs 2,500 crowns, if you want to play a campaign where you raid caravans of one or several factions, that's the way to go. Then we've got the Cartographer. He's a man of culture and knowledge, but he also realizes that traveling in the company of well-armed mercenaries is one of the best ways to safely see the world and explore places that few visited before. He pays us between 100 and 400 crowns for every location we discover on our own. The further away from civilization, the more you're paid. Legendary locations pay double. So if you travel a lot, it's worth getting him. As a prerequisite, you have to have discovered a legendary location, and then he costs 2,500 crowns. So as soon as you've reached a point in the game where you start exploring and looking for legendary locations and to get named items and stuff, it's actually good to maybe have him, because then you earn some crowns on the way to pay your guys, and then you have to cook. Your provisions last longer, they heal longer, they heal faster. So there are certain synergy effects, or certain synergies, rather. So then the lookout, it's another female character, I think. Having a quick lookout with sharp eyes travel in advance of the company can prove invaluable in being aware of dangers and points of interests before others become aware of the company. That increases the sight radius by 20% and reveals extended information about footprints. Can be useful when you do lots of hunting or maybe caravan raiding or something, or yeah. I think this is also good for scouting, obviously, for exploring. So actually take her as well, because when you see more, you need to cover less ground on foot. Then there's the Scout. The Scout is an expert in finding mountain passes, navigating through treacherous swamps and guiding anyone safely through the darkest of forests. Makes the company travel 15% faster on any terrain, and he also prevents sickness and accidents due to terrain. That's pretty cool. You need to have 5 battles against beasts and pay him 2,500 crowns. I think this is a fantastic choice for any company, because you can, for example, run away from stronger opponents. You can catch up faster to opponents you are hunting, and also if you travel faster from A to B, it saves you crowns, because you need to spend less time on the road, less time between contracts. So I think this is potentially in the long run a very, very valuable companion for the retinue. Then there's the Blacksmith. Mercenaries are good at getting arms and armorers destroyed, but not at maintaining them. The Blacksmith will take care of this tedious task quickly and efficiently, and can mend even equipment otherwise thought lost. He repairs armor, helmets, weapons and shields worn by your men, even if their durability reaches 0, which I think only happens when the guy wearing the armor dies, because other than that you can still keep your 0% armor, I think. He also increases repair speed by 33%, so that's good. You're fit for duty much faster again. You need to repair 5 items at the townsmith in order to be able to recruit him, and also you need to pay him 3,000 crowns. Then we've got the Negotiator. The Negotiator is home to noble courts and fancy halls, and not used to traveling with a band of sellswords with muddy boots, but he's an expert on negotiating for the best prices and conditions when it comes to contracts. Allows for more rounds of contract negotiations with your potential employers before they abort and without any hit to relations. So that's interesting. You need to have completed 15 contracts and then pay him 3,000 crowns. So if you get him, you just negotiate like twice instead of once, for example. Or maybe you risk negotiating even more. Then we've got the Quartermaster. With years of experience from traveling with caravans, the Quartermaster is able to squeeze and rotate any piece of gear, luggage or armor into the perfect spot to use space as efficiently as possible. That increases the amount of ammunition we can carry by 100, and also the amount of medical supplies and tools by 50 each. You need to have completed 5 caravan contracts, and you need to pay him 3,000 crowns. I think this is in particular useful against for something if you go exploring and you're not going to fight against human enemies, where you might be finding ammunition and medical supplies and tools. So you're just better equipped. I think that can be useful. And we've got the Recruiter. The Recruiter is a sleazy jawsmith that tricks desperate people into joining a mercenary company to escape their poor lives, only to find their demise. Quite useful for anyone running a mercenary company. He makes us pay 10% less upfront for hiring new men and 50% less for trials. That's pretty cool. So let's say you recruit expensive guys for, let's say, 5,000 crowns and you pay 500 less. Might be in particular interesting if you either swap out your guys quite a lot because they are not very good, and or if you have to recruit high tier guys, or in the late game when you want to buy kind of ready to fight guys. And he makes between 2 and 4 additional men available to recruit in every settlement, so that's also very helpful for more choice, and also in particular if you need to recruit certain types of people. Always good if you need to recruit archers, I guess, but in particular maybe with cultists and the Cult of Dafkul, I think it's called, or with the Slaver start, the Manhunter start, when you want some indebted, some slaves to fill the ranks. Then there's the Drill Sergeant. The Drill Sergeant, okay, and you need to have recruited 12 men and pay 3,000 crowns. The Drill Sergeant. The Drill Sergeant was a mercenary once, but an injury ended his career prematurely. Now he drills discipline into your men and yells a lot to make sure that everyone learns from their mistakes. Makes your men gain 20% more experience at level 1, with 2% less at each further level. Makes men in reserve never lose mood from not taking part in battles. That's pretty cool for huge companies, I think. And also if you maybe need to level them up again a bit faster. That's quite a bonus to get them started. You need to have a retired man with a permanent injury, and you need to pay him 3,500 crowns to get. Then there's the Paymaster. The Paymaster takes care of all the day-to-day financial and organizational aspects of running a mercenary company, like paying out wages. Reduces the daily wage of each man by 15%. That's pretty cool. That's a lot. Now imagine you start like with the Gladiator start, and then you have like, I don't know, like 50 crowns you have to pay per day, I think even 60. And then 15% is like almost 10, well, 8 or something like that, 7 per day. And as soon as you've got a large company paying, let's say 500, you save a lot. It also reduces the chance of desertion by 50% and prevents men demanding more pay in events. That's cool. And you need to have a roster of 16 men and then pay him 3,500 crowns. Then there's the Surgeon. The Surgeon is a walking tome of anatomical knowledge. A mercenary company seems the perfect place both to apply that knowledge in healing, but also to learn more about how the insides of men are made up. He makes every man without a permanent injury guaranteed to survive on an otherwise fatal blow. That is pretty cool. Makes every injury take 1 less day to heal. Also very good. And you need to have treated 5 men with injuries at the temple. And then he costs 3,500 crowns. I think that's pretty cool because you can keep your guy. He's like an insurance policy, which in turn saves you lots of money. You can think about having a brother who doesn't die and survives without a well, he will survive, but possibly then he will have the permanent injury, because when you survive a fatal blow you get the permanent injury. So he's like a life-saving policy once, saving you money because you don't need to level someone up again. So you need to make choices. Do I rather level up someone else quickly, or maybe have them survive longer with an injury, I guess. Then there's the Trader. Southern traders are renowned for their bartering skills. Lucky you that you could convince one such master of haggling to join your company, and at such a bargain. Increases the amount of trade goods for sale, but by 1 for each location that produces them, like salt near salt mines, allowing you to trade at higher volumes. That is good if you want to play a trade game. You have to have sold 25 trade goods. And then you need to pay him 3,500 crowns up front. Then there's the Agent, another female character. The Agent has eyes and ears everywhere and will know where to go for a well-paying contract. She's also skilled at maintaining good relations with the important people of the lands. Sounds cool, and it brings you the following. Reveals available contracts in the tooltip of settlements no matter where you are. That is very good and can be very time-saving and thus money-saving. Makes good relations with any faction decay slower and bad relations recover faster. That's pretty cool. You need to have allied relations with a noble house or city-state and then pay her 4,000 crowns. And finally there's the Bounty Hunter. This colorful bounty hunter has a pocket full of contracts on the most dangerous individuals. He knows how to get them from hiding and will pay handsomely for any bounty fulfilled. Significantly increases the chance of encountering champions. That's nice. Pays between 300 and 750 crowns for every champion slain. You need to have 3 named or legendary items in your possession, which is quite a lot, I think. And then pay him 4,000. Yeah, so that's it. That's all the followers you can hire. Here you can also, improve the carrying capacity. I hope that helped a little bit or could satisfy your interest into the retinue a little bit. And you're more than welcome to watch my Let's Plays on the channel. And yeah, this is my current Let's Play with with a Slaver start, a Manhunter start, and I hope I can do well. And yeah, it's currently running, and we shall see how long that goes. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Until then, bye for now.